Welcome to our podcast. Wait, is this early menopause? I'm Jennifer, and today my dear friend Lisa and I are sharing our personal journeys with early menopause.
Hi everyone, Lisa here. Jen and I have been friends since college, and we're both in our late 40s now. We never thought we'd be dealing with menopause symptoms this early, but here we are.
It really caught me off guard. I was only 43 when I started experiencing some strange symptoms. At first I thought it was just stress from work. The hot flashes would come out of nowhere. I'd be in the middle of a presentation and suddenly feel like I was on fire.
Oh, I remember when you called me after that big meeting, you were so confused about what was happening.
Absolutely. I was embarrassed and didn't understand what was going on. The worst part was feeling so alone, like I couldn't talk about it with anyone. Everyone else my age seemed fine, and here I was, drenching my sheets with night sweats.
That's what hit me the hardest too, the isolation. My symptoms started differently. For me, it was the mood swings that came first. I'd be perfectly fine one minute, then either crying or snapping at my family the next. My husband was so confused, and honestly, so was I.
The emotional roller coaster is no joke. And on top of that, I felt like I was losing part of my identity. Even though I wasn't planning on having more children, there was something final about early menopause that made me grieve.
I completely understand that feeling. I remember sitting in my car after the doctor confirmed it was early menopause, just crying. Not because I wanted more kids, but because it felt like my body was betraying me. Like I wasn't done being young yet, you know?
Exactly. And people don't talk about how it affects your sense of self. I started questioning my femininity, which sounds silly when I say it out loud, but it was real.
It's not silly at all. I went through the same thing. Plus, it really affected my relationship with my husband for a while. The loss of libido hit me hard, and I didn't know how to talk about it with him.
That's such an important aspect that nobody prepares you for. How did you navigate that conversation?
Honestly, badly at first. I avoided the topic, which only made things worse. It wasn't until I finally opened up that things improved. He didn't fully understand, but he wanted to, and that made all the difference.
It's amazing how much better things get when we start talking about it. That's actually why I suggested we do this podcast. I spent months feeling like I was the only one until I finally mentioned something to you.
And I was so relieved to have someone who understood. Remember when we met for coffee and both admitted to keeping a change of clothes in our cars because of unpredictable sweating?
Oh my gosh, yes. And we both had those little portable fans in our purses. That was the first time I didn't feel alone in all of it.
Finding that community, even if it's just one other person who gets it, makes such a difference. I wish someone had told me earlier that what I was experiencing wasn't unusual or something to be ashamed of.
That's the crazy thing. When we start talking about it, suddenly we discover so many women going through the same thing. My sister-in-law, my colleague, even my yoga instructor, all dealing with early menopause, but suffering in silence.
The silence around it is what needs to change. I found that the more open I am about my experience, the more other women feel comfortable sharing theirs. And that sharing has been healing.
Absolutely. And while our emotional journeys through this have been challenging, I've also discovered some unexpected positive aspects. I've become more attuned to my body's needs and more assertive about taking care of myself.
That's a great point. I've definitely gotten better at setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care. And honestly, there's something freeing about this new phase once you come to terms with it.
It's like a reinvention of sorts. I'm still figuring out who this new version of me is, but I'm trying to embrace it rather than fight it.
That's such a healthier approach than what I was doing initially, trying to deny it was happening or seeing it as just a loss. It's a change for sure, but not the end of anything important.
Well said, Lisa. I think that's the message we want our listeners to take away.
Early menopause might come as a surprise, but you're not alone, and it's okay to talk about it. In fact, it's necessary.
Exactly. And while everyone's journey is different, connecting with others who understand can make all the difference. It certainly did for me.
Thank you all for listening to our stories today. We hope this helps someone out there feel a little less alone in their journey. We'd love to hear your experiences too. Yes, please reach out and share your stories. And join us next time when we'll be talking more about building community during this transition. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye for now, and remember, you've got this, and you're not alone.